mute until you are ready to speak. That's it. Let's do it. Five, four, three, two, one. Grand rising and welcome to Good Morning Experts. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, and I have the extreme pleasure to present to some and introduce to others the man that will be hosting this morning's Pass the Ball segment. He is the man that comes with the reputation of being a master builder. He's a six-figure ring earner, gold legacy member, and the first shareholder in Washington, D.C. He's known to this family as the man of courageous conversations. We're talking about Uncle Jack.
Like that's what Troy be getting me fired up. When I hear that introduction, I just want to come out and run outside and then see if people running behind me like Rocky did.
There goes Uncle
So,
Chuck down the street.
and then look, when I look behind me, like, okay, I guess the Rocky joint didn't really work, huh? But no, ladies and gentlemen, great morning, great morning, great morning. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, as always, Troy. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something good. It's nothing like, so here's the deal. So, a lot of times we say we train so smooth over here that a lot of times you don't even realize you're getting trained. Well, one reason for this morning show is when we do pass the ball. So we're officially in the pass the ball segment, right? And then we have a smaller segment in pass the ball, which is the tip drill. We're getting ready to do the tip drill in a second. But I just wanted everybody to realize what Troy does in the opening is a part of the morning training. See, we practice edification here. We call it pass the ball. Again, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna just think that, okay, they're passing the ball, you miss it. No, Troy is a master at edification, and then he got the Donnie Simpson voice to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you the edifying part is important, ladies and gentlemen, and pay attention. If you're new, if you notice before we pass the ball, y'all hear me out. Before we pass the ball to the next expert, what we're supposed to do is edify the person. You want to practice edification because as you're going through this business, when you edify somebody, and then like let me paint a picture for you real quick. I'm on the phone with Troy. Troy has a prospect. I'm talking to Troy's prospect as an ED. Guess what? Troy is going to edify me. Whoever, if y'all heard that voice with that energy, he's edifying somebody, wouldn't you be like, okay, this person must be the real deal? Then guess what? Then I turn around and re-edify Troy. So what happens is he's bringing me somebody that's either in his warm market, somebody he just met, whatever it is. He may have grown up with somebody that just looks at him like, oh, that's just Troy. So I got to re-edify Troy and say, you know what? Prospect Troy is somebody who is setting himself up to build a huge business. And guess what? He's showing other people like yourself how to do the same things. So I just want you to know you are in great hands with Mr. Troy Gandy, the index voice of inspiration. Y'all see how that works? So just know that this just isn't about Troy coming on here with the smooth voice making me feel like I'm in a Rocky movie. Okay. It's really setting the stage and the foundation so you all can learn and pick up duplicatable nuggets that are being dropped in the nugget bucket every morning. Okay. So I just want to stop and put that out there real quick. Because Troy, man, you do such a. Is he on fire since inside the studio, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! Well,
Yes,
anyway,
he is.
we're officially in the tip drill version of Pass the Ball. So I got three questions for y'all. I don't know which DJ, which we have a family of DJs, and we got DJ No Play, DJ On Time, DJ I'm almost there. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole stable of DJs that we have, but I don't know. I think we got the whole dysfunctional stable. But guess what? He gonna always hit that button, whether it's on time or not. We gonna feel something in our soul. So if you're new to this and not true to this yet, you're gonna feel what I'm talking about in about 20 seconds. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
And what's up?
My
income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet.
So for all of you all that are new to the call, to the Zoom, that was produced by none other than Executive Director Coach Eric and myself. Yes, we went in the studio, we put that work in. We said we needed a green sheet song before our last convention, and guess what? We showed up with it. Next, we got to put a dance to this thing. So just y'all getting it. So somebody's gonna have to have a dance routine, a line dance, or something. The green sheet line dance song by um conference. All right, I'm putting that challenge out there. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all? Well, let me just say this: we had a hell of a meeting after the meeting last night, didn't we? Hey, woo, man! Anytime I do a training and then I go to sleep, like I had to find my socks because I knocked my own socks off last night. So, but no, we had a mind blowing training. Because can I be transparent with y'all? Yesterday, it never hit me. I've done that training 1,000 times with 1,000 different people, 1,000 different companies. And when I say 1,000, of course, I'm exaggerating. So I don't. Some people they take stuff like this guy on here said he did 1,000. So anyway, I did a whole bunch of these trainings. Last night was the first time that I realized we were talking about promoting from event to event, and it hit me that you could really grow your business promoting. Like as we were talking, it unfolded, and I was like, "Oh wow, we got two sides of the fence." Like y'all, I tried to keep my composure. Like I do the two sides of the fence all the time. That just came about last night. So we were all in real time. And I just want to know if before, like, I know this is normally we go and we ask the questions, yay, what are y'all doing in the field? But no, what did y'all get out of last night's training? So I'm getting ready to go to a gentleman. Here we go, y'all. The new people pay attention. Remember, I was talking about edification. So I'm gonna bring up a gentleman I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He joined us a couple, no, not even a couple months ago, going up on 2 months. And I love when we get new people to the table who not only participate but bring value to the village. You know what I mean? When somebody walks in the door and they're like, "Look, thanks for welcoming me to the village, but I got a whole lot to unpack in this bag I got on my back." You know what I mean? And this gentleman exemplifies that. So I'm gonna move over. And there's no doubt that he's going to be a superstar, not only in Xperia, but in the life insurance industry. So, David Johnson, what you got for us, brother?
Good morning, team. You guys fired
Good
up?
morning. Yes, sir.
Fired up.
God dang. You know what? This is training. Jock tells me that every time that we talk, like this is training. Like you're training so you can train the trainer type thing. So I'm just blessed to have the best, not to step on any toes, but I'm blessed to have the best ED training me. I'm just saying. But anyway, I hope that ruffles some feathers. But I do that from time to time.
You want to put some names on it, David? Or you just want to say you want to be generic with that best ED?
I don't know.
Was that a feather? Because you're gonna get Eric. Eric gonna pop at the top of the hour with some smoke. I already know it. You done poked the bear.
But last night the training, I couldn't even sleep, man. I was texting Jock like, yo, I got 2 confirmed. You know what? Da, 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 da. But no, the training last night, every time I get on a meeting, I say a prayer. I don't know about anybody else, but I say, Lord, let me finally hear it. You know what I mean? Like every time I get on the meetings, like let me hear it this time.
Wow.
But every meeting I hear something that I could add to becoming a better person. So that just talking about becoming a promoter, right? We think we're in financial services. We think we're in life insurance. We think we're in this industry, but really we're promoters at the end of the day. Just like Ray Kroc, I love listening about his story. Eric put me on to that, right? But he was a promoter, man. He went around, didn't care what anybody thought. Back in the 1970s, 80s, selling McDonald's for $5,000. He didn't care. But we have the system, we have the people that have the education. And it's like, for me, that information last night was like, you got to get better. Every time I get on a call, like, man, I got to get better. I write it down like this. I got to get better. I don't even know if I spelled better right. I said betterer, something like that. But I got to get better. So every time I get on that, it makes me better. So much that I talk. I was like, you know what? I got to do something right now. I got to do something. I was so fired up. And I hit up this agent that he was posting in the same group as me. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. Excuse my language. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I did the little script that I've been doing, calling these agents up. I was like, you know what? It might work for the social media people too. So I just did the script. What he said, you know, we got a great business model here. He works for PHP. Hey, if I send you some information, would you be open to it? He said, yeah, I'm about to finish up an appointment. Just send it over. Now I'm gonna use AOA today. Whatever
real quick, respectfully, Dave, don't watch the clock.
Gotcha. But whatever you do, just do it fast. Like if you get the information, the best thing you can do, the best way you can edify your trainer or anybody is to move and use that information fast. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And who are you passing that ball to, Mr. Johnson?
I'm gonna pass the ball to this young lady. She's doing great things. I ordered that book. It's on the way because I want to read it. I mean, dang, the biblical version of entrepreneurship is different from a different standpoint. But I know one thing: her and her team, her husband, they are building something big, and you'll never see them coming. Okay. I'm gonna give it up to Mo Money Mo.
I received that, my brother, and I thank you so much. You came over on fire, and when you made that quote yesterday, I posted it my own way, but it stuck with me. He said, "Until you believe, you won't be believed." And even in the meeting last night, I just kept thinking about that because if we don't believe we got what people need, if we don't believe this is the place to be, guess what? Nobody else won't believe you either. And so you have to have that belief. But Uncle Jock, that meeting last night, when you talked about promotion, I wrote that book. I think I wrote the book in prophecy about a business because I told you guys that um, I I have been an entrepreneur pretty much all my life. I used to sew. I made wedding dresses. I did catering. I've done some everything, Melaleuca, everything. But I never was able to take it to the next level. And you know why? Because I didn't have a blueprint of how to run a business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you guys are teaching us here. I'm not just selling life insurance. We're
Right.
building I tell people we're building a firm.
Mm-hmm.
This is a firm, we're building a firm. And so when you talked about that promotion, I was like, this promotion piece that he just gave us for free, I could use this with anything I have. I could use this with my book. I was thinking about that
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
So me and my husband were talking. We couldn't sleep and stuff. We were just, man, I was like on the internet and all that. But I was just thinking about it, because when you get the information, you just want to do something with it, like he said. But I thought about it and I said, man, we have to allow ourselves, you might have said this before, Uncle John, but to be brainwashed. I've been coming to these calls for 4 months now, and I can spit off the same stuff because I'm learning. Like you said, you don't realize you're learning, but when I get with somebody, I'm doing the same thing. Me and Miss V had the insurance whisper, we had a green sheet yesterday, and I had already done it, but I got my coaching. And when she broke that thing down, she was pulling stuff out that I didn't even see. So the other thing I'm gonna say is when you run the play, these coaches, we got the greatest ED. I think both of y'all are awesome. But I know my time's up, but we got some EDs that's giving us nuggets every single day. Pick them up. That's all I got to say. And thank you.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I mean, more money, more. And you said something, and we try to see what we try to do is some people run their business hard nosed type shit like a Hitler regime, right? And we try not to be like that. But when we come off too passive, a lot of times y'all don't get it. You feel me? And when we tell you, look through the entertainment. Yeah, we come on, play songs, all that, and guess what? We don't show slides. So we tell you to take notes. Take notes. Because we're gonna drop something, and if you ain't paying attention, guess what? It's gonna go right over it. Don't let go of your head. No. You know what I'm saying? Because we firing at a rapid pace. But guess what? That's why we got Rita on the back end to re-deliver the stuff that you missed. So even if you missed something, even if you popped on late, guess what? You still gonna get it. But anyway, we got some hands to go through. I see some hands up. Who are you passing that ball to? Mo Money Mo. And hold on, real quick, just for the record, because y'all know the cherry picker's gonna come in. LaShonda Durden, you are the last person that we're taking this morning. Okay? All right. So for your cherry pickers, you waited too late. Who you passing that ball to? More money,
All right.
more.
Oh, guess what I get to do? I get to pass the ball to this man. He's a doctor. He's a professor. He's in the business. He's my husband. He's leading from the front. He's always fired up. He got something for you this morning. Dr. Mark.
Nice. Love it.
Thank you, my lovely wife. More money, more money. I'm so grateful to be. My wife is awesome. I appreciate that. And Uncle Jock and Coach Eric, I couldn't sleep last night, like my mom said. I woke up thinking, and I finally hit me. And I'm gonna keep it short. Our mindset must always be owner. Own the business, own the product, own the real estate, and own the process. I said it to my neighbor this morning because he should be on here. If he's not, I text him this morning and it hit me. You were talking about Ray Kroc and the franchise, and I know always it's prime real estate that they got in the business of McDonald's. Every McDonald's is on a prime real estate location. And
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Jock, you kept saying it, you kept saying it, and kept saying it. Get a piece of your real estate. And it hit me. Our mindset must be agency owner. Good God, it
Yes.
hit me this morning. Shift your mind from just an insurance agent. I'm an
Yes.
owner. When you're an owner and you
Yes.
own something, your mindset just totally changes. And you're promoting an agency. And when you speak something, you become that. So I'm just going to share that this morning. Grateful for what y'all did last night. I am fired up, and I'm going to pass this ball. I
Hold
hope
on,
you
Dr.
guys.
Mark. Hold on, Dr. Mark, because man. So, like I said, sometimes we gotta go a little slow and unpack stuff, because if not, it's gonna fly over people's heads.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you gotta understand. You should only think of yourself as a life insurance agent for a short amount of time. Short amount of time. You're not life insurance agents. You all signed a what when you first signed up? An agency what? Somebody
Ownership
give me a second.
agreement.
Ownership agreement.
Ownership
Ownership
agreement.
Ownership
agreement, not
agreements.
an agency employee agreement. Understand you are in position, you're not even in position. You're owners in training. We're trying to give you the training. And some of you all deflect, resist, don't want it. I just want to go over here and I want to write my policies. Great, write your policies. But some of y'all complain, ain't doing nothing. Some of y'all get the blueprint, ain't doing nothing. Right now, Eric said it yesterday. There's going to be some separation. We can't wait no longer. The boat is leaving the dock. We leaving. Whoever's on the boat, yay. Who's ever not on the boat, sorry, I'm gonna hate to miss you, but I'm gonna have to miss you, because I can't wait and be slowed up with stinking thinking and folks that are still trying to find out if it works. I got enough passengers and enough agents that see the vision that this particular boat, we're taking off. We can't wait no more. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down?
Yep.
Yes,
We've
sir.
given you enough.
Mm-hmm.
We've given you enough of ourselves, of everything that we've known. Ain't nothing else we can do that's going to change what your outcomes are as individuals. Nothing, no thing. And I feel good about the boat leaving and who's on the boat. I can't worry about who missed the boat.
Uncle John, I got to cut in real quick.
I can't stay in my rear view mirror and keep driving, looking in my rear view mirror. Everything in that rear view is in the past.
Uncle
Coach
John,
Eric.
I got to cut in real quick, sir. What's today? Anybody know what today's represents as a holiday?
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Anybody know what
Juneteenth.
Anybody know what that represents? What this holiday represents?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Somebody break it
Yes.
down real quick, shortly.
The Juneteenth represents a group of people getting a message that they was free years prior to getting the message.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
That's why this won't even today, man.
Come on.
2.5 years later.
You was already free. You just didn't know
Man.
it yet.
Come on.
Y'all
That's
don't
fire.
create your own Juneteenth sometime else, because what I'm trying to tell y'all
Wow.
are agency owners already. Some of
Yes.
y'all want to get it, and some of y'all may never get it. Back to you, Uncle John.
Yes, indeed. So just know what you are, who you are, and I'm just gonna say this: if you that person that's still in the hotel while you know that horn is blowing, that boat getting ready to leave, get your shit together respectfully and make a mad dash for this damn boat, because it's taking off today. Who you passing that ball to, Dr. Mark?
I want to pass it to Gaji the guide. I know, Gaji, I know you're an awesome woman of God, and I know you're an awesome leader. I don't know that much about you. I want to lift you up in that way. So I'm going to pass the ball to you because I see your hand up, and I know you're on fire, so I know you got something to share.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mark. That training last night was something else, I'm telling you. I mean, not only are we agency owners, but we're agency owners of the greatest vehicle out there. It's the gold bar. And for example, I posted my job post on LinkedIn. On Indeed. And there's nothing else out there that compares. So people are applying. I've already gotten 5 applications. When they apply to us and they apply somewhere else, we're offering benefits nobody else has. So promote yourself, promote your business, and promote this gold bar that we're offering.
I love it, love it, love it. And real quick, before you pass the ball, I got a
Mhm.
new rule that I'm going to implement. At the top of the hour, if you waited to raise your hand, or we get to the top of the hour, after 9 o'clock, we rapid fire in 1 minute because we got to keep stuff on time, okay? Because I ask people every morning not to raise their hands after, a certain time, but I'm going to take these last four, but everybody has a minute after 9 o'clock. It goes to a minute. All right? Is that fair? All right, cool. So who you passing that ball to? Got you.
I'm gonna pass the ball to a guy who has great nuggets. He's always got something to tell us, and he gets us to thinking a little bit deeper. Mr. Money, Stephen Short.
You know, something that had me thinking. Now, listen to what y'all saying. Do you know when you're being trained? That's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're being trained, it sparks your thought into action. That's when you're getting trained. Because you're learning a way to do things, and that makes you put you and get to action. Because we just can talk is hey Troy, I see you know karate. Yeah. We're talking. But when we're training, we are learning the way to be successful. That's when you're training. Because it sparks a thought so that a thought can make that turn into action. And that is what training is. So that's what anybody you talk to, you say, did they have you thinking all the time? Y'all get finished talking, and then you're still thinking. You've been taught. You've been trained. Excuse me. That's what I wanted to say, sir.
Thank you for sharing, Steve. As always, you dropping money in the bucket. So with that being said, who you passing that ball to, sir?
I seen this handle here the first time I seen it, but I got my one cross-eyed. But I was sent over to the sacred plug. I want to see the magic that she brings in that now.
I'm here. Sorry, I thought I was going last. No problem. Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Money. I appreciate the pass, the LaShonda Durden, the sacred plug. And I just want to share what I learned last night from the SED training. Number one was the phases of putting on an event. Uncle Jock broke that thing down so seriously to where there were no questions, even when people wanted to have questions. It was so clear that this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it, this is the play. Uncle Jock has decades of experience in putting on events. So the training that he gave us was, as usual, top notch, expert level. So all we have to do is run that play. Talking about becoming a storyteller and being a vivid storyteller. Y'all, I was thinking about, I don't know how many of y'all was like grown in the 90s, but I was like 21 in the 90s. And I remember, and I'm down here in Georgia, so that's when everybody was coming to Atlanta and people had no problem communicating. They didn't need a slideshow, they didn't need a flyer. They communicated on the phone about how hot it was down here. Come on to Atlanta, come to Freaknik, come to New Birth down here, all that stuff. People had no problem promoting what they wanted to promote. So for those of y'all who are worried about or concerned about, I don't have a flyer, I don't have this, I don't have that. We ain't have that back then. And New Birth was packed, Freaknik was packed, all of that was packed because people told the story of what their experience was and how dope it was just to be in the building. So if you're hesitant about inviting people to level up, inviting people to morning calls, inviting people to the Wednesday calls, whatever it is, remember why you came here. And for most of us, it was not initially to make money. It was to change our community and to change our families. So promote with your mouth. If you don't have a flyer, we got social media, so we have even less excuses now. So I'm going to an event today. I hadn't planned on going. I'm going to an event today to promote financial freedom, to help people understand that even though we got the word, that we were free. You're not really free unless you're financially free. And with that, I am passing it to my sister Erica.
Hold. You ain't doing that.
Okay.
Mic drop.
Hold on, because first let me pick the mic up. All right, let me get this mic here. LaShonda, you always had, you know, you got a special superpower.
I do.
And when I say that, she has this way of shaking stuff up in a passive but aggressive manner. Are y'all feeling me? Y'all saw that message she put in that group the other day that had everybody stuck, right? I think y'all know what I'm talking about, the SDD group.
The
Did y'all
Inside
see
the
that
Studio
message that she
group.
put in there? I mean, the Inside the Studio group. Well, y'all that know, because some of y'all know that rock probably hit most of y'all. But I'm saying that to say, I appreciate, and Nathaniel, I cannot take your hand, brother. I can't do it. Eric's going to have to do it or give me the message to say I can take you, because we're officially in his segment right now. But with that being said, real quick, pass the ball. Remember, we on 1 minute fire time. I was going to expound on LaShonda, but I see what time it is. I had to do it a little bit later. Who you passing that ball to, LaShonda?
I'm passing the ball to my sister Erica. She is has birthed her baby and birthed her business all at the same time. She is on fire. I am so excited about and proud of her for pushing through in so many ways. So I am excited to hear Erica come on and tell us what you got going on, girl.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Hold on. I got 1 minute, sure. So hold on, let me speed this up. So I am excited because I am actually at what is it? 328 points for the week so far. As far as like the weekly tracker. So I'm super excited. I mean, last night's call was so fire. I couldn't sleep either. I was messaging people till 1:44 in the morning, and I had to act like they were on different time zones. I was like, man, okay, what time they are? We'll figure that out soon. I was like, if anybody says, why you messaging me so late? I was like, oh, I thought you were on the West Coast, but nobody said that. And I was messaging people on the East Coast. So I'm excited about that. And I woke up this morning. I had 7 new messages from influencers reaching back out to respond to the messages I sent. I'm done. And I want to pass the ball over to a man I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He always got.
Hold on, real quick, Erica. Hold on, real quick, Erica, real fast. I want to. Erica said she was up late, just texting. A bunch of y'all said y'all couldn't sleep last night. I want to say, damn, that makes me feel great as a leader. I know it makes Dr. Meri, Eric feel great as a leader. That what we put out there had y'all thinking. But here's what I want to say real quick. Always remember this: when you're working on your work, don't put a time limit on it. We're socially been taught that work hours are 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 7 to 3. No, work on your work till you get tired. When you get tired, put your work down, go do something else or take a rest, and then come back and get to work whenever the time permits. So, Erica, great job. Who you passing that ball to? This will be the last hand we're gonna take.
Awesome. I'm taking notes on what you just said too. Man who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He always dropping bombs, dropping nuggets, none other than Mr. Kamal. Love to hear what you got going on in your business.
Thank you. It's a privilege to get the ball pass from you, the person who was selling life while she was giving life. So that'll always
thank you. I'm gonna take that.
Always be top notch. I know I only got 50 seconds. Using an analogy, my son ran track last year. He would cry after the meets. He would lose races. And I told him he's not giving his full potential. And so fast forward to this year, he's been working. He's been working out in the mornings. He's been working out in the evenings, also while going to practice. He's becoming a leader. He's finding his voice. And he was at a track meet a couple weeks ago. He shot out of a race and was winning the race. Now, he didn't ultimately win his race, but he medaled. And I heard a flashback of the movie Matrix when Neo started to fight the agents, and Morpheus said he's beginning to believe. Some of y'all quit. Some of us quit too soon before we get to the moment where we can see the results of what it is we actually doing. So I encourage you to keep pushing through.